Hey, cheese lovers. Welcome back to the Traveling Cheesehead podcast, where we explore the best of Wisconsin, one bite at a time. And today, we're talking about something near and dear to my heart. Cheese! Now, Wisconsin isn't just the dairy state. It is the undisputed cheese capital of the United States. We have over 600 varieties of cheese, over 1,200 licensed cheesemakers, and more master cheesemakers than any other state or country outside of Switzerland. So cheese isn't just a food here, it's a way of life. So today we're covering the best cheesemakers in Wisconsin and where to visit them, must-try cheeses and their perfect pairings, how to taste cheese like a pro. Now, whether you're a cheese curd connoisseur, a brie beginner, or just love a good hunk of cheddar, this episode is for you. So grab some crackers, pour yourself a drink, and let's talk cheese. All right, let's start with the big question. Where can you find the best cheese in Wisconsin? Truthfully, everywhere. Let's break it down with some of the best cheesemakers that you absolutely should visit. First of all, Valle cheese. This is in Valle, Wisconsin, but this award-winning creamery has been around for over 100 years. Their Benedictine Reserve is a funky, complex, washed rind cheese that cheese lovers adore. Now, must try their Marissa cheese. It's a sheep's milk variety with that nutty, kind of sweet note to it. Now there's Hook's cheese in Mineral Point, Wisconsin. Tony and Julie Hook make some of the best aged cheddar in the country. Must try. You need to go after their 15-year aged cheddar. It's sharp, crystalline, and packed with umami. It's just incredible. Now, pro tip here. Try their blue cheese for a mind-blowing pairing with honey and walnuts. Black Shadow Creamery is next on my list, and that's in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. If you want fresh cheese curds, this is your place. One of Wisconsin's only urban creameries. Makes it very easy to visit then. Now, must try their quark. It's a spreadable, tangy cheese, perfect for things like bagels. Chalet Cheese Co-op in Monroe, Wisconsin. This is the only place in the United States that still makes Limburger cheese. Limburger, you know, that stinky cheese your grandpa probably loved. It's bold, meaty, and maybe misunderstood. So, your must-try here is their Limburger on rye bread with mustard and onions. It is a classic. Upland's Cheese in Dodgeville, Wisconsin's next. They only make 2 cheeses, but one of them, their Pleasant Ridge Reserve, is one of the most awarded cheeses in American history. So, obviously, the Pleasant Ridge Reserve is what is a must-try, or their seasonal Rush Creek Reserve. It's a rich, spoonable cheese wrapped in a spruce bark. And last but not least on my must-try list or places to go is LeClaire Farms in Malone, Wisconsin. Now, this family-run farmstead creamery focuses on artisan goat cheeses made in small batches. They raise their own goats, ensuring it's the highest quality milk from pasture to plate. So their chev is a must-try. It's impossibly creamy with just the right thing. Try it with roasted beets or a drizzle of maple syrup. Oh my gosh. Now, fun fact, their goats here are treated like royalty and even have their own barn fans and spa misters during the summer. Now that's living the good life. And if you time your visit right, not only can you see them, but maybe you can even try a goat yoga event. Now, honestly, this is just the tip of the iceberg. There are so many incredible cheesemakers in Wisconsin, but these are a great start. So now, let's talk about how to eat all this incredible cheese. Now, we know that cheese is great on its own, but let's talk perfect cheese pairings. If you pair it right, it takes your cheese to the next level. So let's go over some of the best classic and maybe unexpected cheese pairings. Cheddar, that's just a classic that most everyone loves to start with. Go for something mild and aged. Pair it with apples. If you're doing more of an aged cheddar, try dark chocolate. Now, I'm a brandy girl, but seriously, pair it with a bourbon old-fashioned. Trust me on this. Now, if you're going after brie or maybe a camembert, pair it with fig jam, that sweet, sticky, perfect jam to pair this with. Maybe go after a sparkling wine. The bubbles will cut through the richness. And then a warm and crusty bread. Forget the crackers here. Go after the bread. Now, blue cheese. Pair it with a local honey. This salty and sweet combination makes it amazing. And maybe have a little bit of port wine. That sweetness balances the funk on the blue cheese. And I don't say funk in a bad way. And then maybe walnuts or pecans, just for that crunch. Goat cheese, pair it with fresh berries. Think jalapeno, strawberries, blackberries, or even raspberries. It's great with a crisp Sauvignon Blanc. That acidity matches it perfectly. Now, a little drizzle of like a balsamic glaze, that'll give you just the perfect little sweet tang. Now, fresh cheese curds. Okay, beer. Pair it with beer, especially a light Wisconsin lager. If it's deep fried with some ranch dip, because you know we're in Wisconsin, get out the ranch. Now, we know where to get the best cheese here and how to pair it. Let's talk about how to taste cheese like a pro. Want to taste cheese like a real cheesemonger? Follow this 4-step tasting method. Number 1, look at it. What does the cheese look like? Does it look smooth, crumbly, creamy? Are there tiny white specks? That's the sign of an aged cheese. Now get ready to take a smell. That deep breath. Cheese has aroma, just like a good wine. Do you smell something earthy? Is it nutty? Does it have grassy notes? Okay, now it's time to touch it. How does it feel? Aged cheeses are firm and crumbly. Soft cheeses should be kind of springy to the touch and a little like buttery. Here we go. Now it's time to taste it. See, we're involving all of our senses here. Let the cheese just sit on your tongue for a couple of seconds. Notice the texture, the saltiness, the richness. What flavors come through it first? What flavors linger? Now, pro tip here. Eat your cheese at room temperature. When the cheese is cold, it tends to mask the flavors. There you have it, the ultimate Wisconsin cheese experience. So whether you're road tripping to a creamery, grabbing a fistful of cheese curds, or sipping wine with a perfectly aged Gouda, know that Wisconsin is the best place for cheese lovers. So what's your favorite Wisconsin cheese? I would love to hear from you. Send a message to me at travelingcheesehead.com or join my Wisconsin Road Trips Facebook group. And if you enjoyed this episode, subscribe and share because everyone deserves a good cheese.